Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday, the 14th of September. I am here today pulling another card from the I Am deck. And the card that came up today is I Am Honest. Now, many of us have that as a virtue, as a core value that we hold that in high regard, is being honest. But let me read the back to you. And it says, you are learning that honesty is the best policy. Take the time to be honest with yourself about your wants, needs, desires, and what's no longer serving you. Then let the universe work its magic to support you. Because the one that we are most dishonest with is ourselves. We lie to ourselves all the time. And we tell ourselves that something is okay when it isn't. We tell people that we are fine when we are not. We make up stories to make things fit. And when we really start being honest with ourselves, we can really start to make deeper changes within our environment for ourselves to show up to be the best version of ourselves. Now, when we start being honest with ourselves, it may start with being honest with what we're feeling, what our emotions are. And we are taught from a very, very early age to suppress anything that's negative and chase happiness. We are told to stop crying, pull our socks up, nobody cares, or there's people worse off than you, and paint a smile on your face and just keep moving. And we become used to living a life that way. We become used to painting a smile on, going about our day, and inside have the deepest level of sadness or unfulfillment that we never ever address, until sometimes the universe comes along and gives you a severe boot up the rear end and says, okay, it's time. It's time now to really start looking at what it is that you really require. Now, we are here to be in service of others, but not to the detriment of ourselves. We are here to support other people, but not to the detriment of ourselves. We are not here to self-sacrifice. We're not here to be martyrs. We're not here to put ourselves on the firing line, if you like, to make sure everybody else's needs are taken care of and none of our needs are taken care of. So what needs do you have that you're not being honest about? How can you express what need you have? Because that sometimes can be extreme alien feeling, in that we've never ever expressed what it is that we really require. How do you feel you deserve to be loved? Have you ever expressed that? Or does it only get expressed when somebody isn't meeting an expectation that we never shared, and then we're angry with them? What does it really mean to be honest with ourselves? Am I living my best life? If the answer is no, then what needs to change? Journaling, as mentioned previously, is a fantastic way to start writing things down so that you can uncover that voice that's talking to you, that higher connection that's talking to you, that's saying you're worth more than this. And it's not about sharing something that might be happening to you to a friend that says, oh, I wouldn't put up with that, and then coming away and beating yourself up. It's about truly listening to what it is that you require. And if you don't believe you deserve it, but it's calling to you anyway, what does that say about your self-worth? How do you claim back your self-worth? Well, part of the process of claiming and stepping into our self-worth is being honest about what it is we require to show up to be the best version of ourselves. Now, the interesting part about that is we are ever evolving. So we're always stepping into better versions of ourselves when we are surrounded by people that encourage and support us stepping in to the best versions of ourselves. If you have people around you that are continually pulling you down or continually reminding you of a mistake that you made and you'll never be any more than that mistake, but you know you are worth more, it was just a moment in time, then be honest with yourself, and maybe it's time to vote with your feet. Maybe it's time to just pull back from these people a little bit and seek out the people that will support you. Because maybe sometimes it's not about walking away. Maybe sometimes it's just about you claiming who you are by being honest with yourself and pulling yourself back from negative situations and telling the universe you're ready. And then the right people, the right book, the right video, the right audio, the right something shows up. And as you start to become more comfortable with being honest with yourself, maybe the people around you will see the changes and want to do the same for themselves. So that you then become the catalyst for change, not only in your own life, but someone else's. So when you take a breath today, or when you sit in meditation today, or you journal today, or you're driving your car, or wherever you are, going out for a walk, taking the dog out, whatever that is, you can ask yourself, how can I be more honest with myself? What do I need to be more honest with myself about? How can I be more integral to myself? How can I show up for myself? And tell the universe that you are ready. And maybe all of those answers that jumped into those questions, you can journal. And it's not about beating yourself up for not being that. We don't know until we know. And when you know inside of yourself that you're ready for more, you're ready to step up, you're ready to grow, you're ready to expand, you're ready to be honest with yourself and say, when this and this and this happens, I show up to be my best self. When I step into doing this and do new training, or change my job or location, or surround myself with positive people, I show up to be my best self. And when you know that, you know. And we can try really, really hard to stuff it back down and ignore what keeps coming to the surface. But the more we ignore it, because the universe hears you, eventually something external will happen for you to step into that. I know it did for me on more than one occasion, that propelled me into a different pathway, different learning, different people, different experiences. So ask yourself today, how can I be more honest with myself? so I can show up as the best version of myself. I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Have an amazing day, everybody. Bye for now.